Hi guys, my name's Erica. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming and checking out this video. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Today I'm going to be showing you my current brow routine like this. If you follow me on Instagram, this is how I've been doing my brows lately. So if you like how my brows look, you can see how to get them. They're a little bushy right now though, so don't mind that. And if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to my channel if you end up liking my videos. You can also find me on Instagram, and I'll link my handle down below so that you can follow me if you want to on there. Otherwise, all my other channels and social media is on my main YouTube page up in the banner, so you can just click on that to go right to my social media pages as well. And if you do end up liking this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you really like it, you could turn on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. So I will go ahead and get started with this brow routine. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. As you can tell, I don't have anything on my brows. I haven't gotten my brows waxed for a while, so they are a little bit bushier up here than I'd like them to be, but they're really not too bad. But I'm using the new brow pencil. It's from Kat Von D. It's her signature brow pencil in the shade taupe. So it says it is a precision pencil, so it's a little wider on one end, and then it's kind of slanted, so it's thinner this way. So if you want, you can do thick or thin brow strokes. I'm going to go ahead and just stab myself. Start with this brow because I feel like you will probably be able to see it a little bit better. I'm going to try to zoom you in. So first I'm going to start by brushing through my brows just in the natural direction. I always like to underline the underneath arch of my brow first, and then I go back and outline the top arch of my brow, and then I just kind of fill in any sparse areas. So I'm going to start out by underlining my brow like I said, and I just follow the natural shape of mine, and then I also fill in this little gap that I kind of have right here, just so that I have a nice smooth line. And then I extend the tail just a little bit because mine aren't very long and I just like them a little bit longer. I normally wait to do this part of my brow till the end just because I want it to look the most natural and I don't want it to be really dark, so I go in and do that last. So I usually start like right about here, so kind of on this side of my pupil when I'm looking straight ahead. I always want my brows to start, so if I hold up a pencil or something right here at this side of my nose, I kind of want my brow to start where my nose ends. So I just made a little dot so you can see. And if you go somewhere like the Benefit Brow Bar in Ulta to get your brows done, they can kind of show you how to map out your brows, and they'll actually do that for you when you get them waxed. So then I go back and I outline the top arch of my brow. And like I said, they're a little bushy right now, so I'm not going up quite as high as some of my baby hairs, but you'll get it. And I don't make mine super angled, I just follow along with my brow shape. And this brow is a little different shape than this one, so they're not going to look exactly the same. Your brows are never twins, they're sisters, or some people have cousin brows. So then again, just bringing down the tail of the brow. And I'm just using very light pressure because I don't want it to look super dark, because if you make it too dark, it's kind of hard to go back. So if you do it lighter, you can at least always add more rather than trying to get rid of it. Then what I like to do is brush my brow hairs down because that's how mine grow, coming from the top and the outside here. So then I'm just doing light little strokes just to follow my natural hair growth. And I'm going for more of a natural brow here, so I don't want to completely fill them in. So I'm not sure if you can see how it looks now. And then I just brush it back to how they normally would lay. Then I'm going back again and just following the hair strokes this way, how they're laying now. I'm going to do that right through the middle of my brow here. And then kind of through the tail end as well, just so everything blends and looks really natural. So now I'm starting to go and add some in this first part of my brow. Would you call this like the beginning of your brow? If this is the tail, this is what? Your brow head? I don't know. So now I'm just lightly outlining the top over here. We'll call it the brow head. And then I'm going to lightly outline here. Just barely, because I don't really want it to look like there's a line, but I want to have something to follow to add in my light strokes of hair. So this is kind of where my natural brow stops. So that's where I drew the line. And I want this line to just really blend in to this here, where I outlined the bottom of my brow. So then I've had it turned so it's the most precise way this whole time. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And I'm just going to hold it very lightly and just add in some hairs. And you might want to use even lighter pressure over here because our brows are naturally more sparse in the front part of our brow than they are as you go through your brow. So if you do this super dark, it's just going to look really unnatural and people are going to know for sure that you filled your brows in, and that's something you don't want to do. At least I don't like to do that. It's up to you what you want to do, but that's my personal preference, and it looks the most natural if you do it very light here. And again, just following my natural hair growth direction. So my brows are a little bit boxy in the front, I guess you could say. So then if you need to, you can go back in and fill any areas that you might have missed, or just darken it up a tiny bit if you feel like you need to. And then if you did mess anywhere up, or if you feel like you got someplace too dark, you can take this spoolie end of the brow pencil, or if you just have a spoolie brush, you can take that and you can just brush through your brows. I always do this at the end anyways, just to blend it together and make them not look so harsh. So, bam! There's one brow. Here's after and before. This one's so sad, and this one's looking good. So then if you messed up anywhere, like say you got some of the brow pencil above your brow, I think it looks most natural to go back in with whatever foundation you used on your face, and then I just pump a little bit of that onto like a concealer brush. This one is from It Cosmetics. It's the airbrush concealer brush. This one's maybe just a little too fluffy unless you use like just the side of it or something, but don't use the whole thing. Then you can just put that on your brush and just kind of go around your brow or fix any mistakes. If you use a lighter concealer under your eyes like I do, I don't like to do that above my brow because it just looks like you can really tell that you outlined your brows then, because it's not the same shade as your forehead, the rest of your forehead. If you want to highlight your brow bone, then go ahead and use a concealer just to make your brow bone pop a little bit and give it that highlight. So also, if you're wanting to highlight your brow bone or underneath your brow, you can take a just normal highlighter, or if you don't have highlighter, you could just take like a light shimmery eyeshadow shade. But I'm going to use this one from Anastasia and Amrezy collection or collaboration. And then I'm taking this small brush from Sigma. This is the E36 blending brush, it's called, but I like to use it to highlight my under my brow and then my bridge of my nose and even the inner corners of my eyes. And I do have a discount code with Sigma. It's just Erica and you get 10% off, so I'll put that down below too. So just take a little bit of the highlighter, unless you want to be extra, you can take a lot, and just pop some right under your brow. And it just helps define your brow even more. So if you see that, I always have to do this step, like it's a must for me. And then go ahead and finish either with like a volumizing brow gel. If you had really dark brows, you could use mascara, but I'm going to use a clear brow gel from Anastasia and just run that right through my brows just to set everything in place and make sure they don't move. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this brow and then I'll come back. Alright, so now I have both of my brows done. Try not to give this one too much attention because it has a weird colic thing going on. And if I don't get them waxed for a while, they just don't really cooperate once I'm trying to fill them in on certain days. So today was one of those days, of course, and it's looking a little meh. But anyways, you get the idea. So here's how they are when they're both done. And I don't have any eye makeup on, so they look a little intense right now. But if you go check out some of my pictures, this is how I normally fill them in. So you'll be able to get an idea of what they look like once you have some eye makeup on, at least on me. So let me know what you guys thought of this video, if you ended up liking my brow routine, if you want to see me use some other brow products like pomade or powder. Let me know down below and I can definitely do a tutorial with one of those as well. And then comparing brow products, I don't really have a preference. If you're just starting out and want something a little more inexpensive, the Maybelline brow pencil is really affordable. Otherwise, I do really like this one from Kat Von D. It's the signature brow pencil and you can get it at Sephora. And like I said before, it's $20. Compared to the Benefit pencils, Kat Von D is cruelty-free, whereas Benefit is not completely cruelty-free. So that is another reason why I decided to get Kat Von D this time. Otherwise, the shade range, I know Kat Von D has quite a big shade range. So that might be something that would draw you to her products compared to other brands. She does have some very vivid colors, so if you're a person that dyes your hair like purple, pink, blue, whatever, she basically has something for you. So definitely give that a shot if you're looking for a fun color. If you do end up picking up a brow product, or if you have a current favorite, comment that down below. I'm always looking for new things to try, and I like to hear what you guys prefer or what you like and why. If you did like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to try to upload here a little bit more frequently just to see what happens. Instagram's being really weird right now and that's what I've primarily been using, so I thought I'd give YouTube another shot. Well, a better shot because I haven't really. So again, thank you so much for watching my video today, and I hope I see you next time. Bye.